This is an interesting question from Salt's rationalization. The question says, express 14 minus 8 root 60 all over 6 root 20 minus 10 root 12 in the form A root 5 plus B root 3, where A and B, this A and B are rational numbers. This is how to solve it, okay? Now, this question here, now, the first thing we have to do is to simplify this question, both the numerator and the denominator. Now, let's start immediately. 14 minus 8. Simplifying this 60 means 4 times 15, which will still give us 60 when we multiply, all over this one. 6 root 20. Simplifying root 20 will give us 4 times 5, which will still give us 20 when we multiply, minus 10 root 12. Simplifying root 12 will give us 4 times 3, which will still give us 12. Okay, now we continue by saying 14 minus this root 4 here. Root 4 here is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Now root 15, okay, all over. We'll now have this here after simplifying the numerator. Now, then root 4 here is 2. 2 times 6 is 12 root 5 minus root 4 here is 4 times 10 is 20 root 3. Now we have, after simplifying this, this is what we have, and it is this now we use for our calculation, continuing our calculation. Now we have 14 minus 16 root 15 all over 12 root 5 minus 20 root 3. We now multiply this expression with the conjugate of the denominator here. The conjugate of this denominator is 12 root 5 now plus, no more minus. The conjugate of this is now plus 20 root 3 all over 12 root 5 plus 20 root 3, the same number. Now we start multiplying, okay? Now we start multiplying. Let us multiply the up one. We now say 14 times 12 root 5 will give us 168. 168 root 5, okay? Now the same 14 times 20 root 3 will now be plus 14 times 20 will give us 280. 280 root 3, okay? Now let us start with this one. Minus 16 root 15 minus 16 root 15 times 12 root 5 will now give us 92. 192 root 15 times 5, 75 root 75, okay? Then minus times plus is still minus. Then 16 times 20 root 3. 16 times 20 will give us 320 root 3 times 15, 45 all over. Let us multiply this one down here. 12 times 12 is 144 times root 5 times root 5 is 5, okay, minus, okay, let us finish this one, okay. Then the same 12 root 5 times plus 20 root 3 plus 12 times 20, 240. 240, then root 5 times root 3 is root what? 15. Okay, now let's start with this one. Okay, after using this to multiply everything here, let's start with this one. Minus 20 times 12 will still give us 240. Then root 3 times root 5 will still give us root 15. Okay. Now the same minus 20 times plus 20 root 3 will now be minus is 400 times root 3 is 3. Okay. Simplify the up one. 168 root 5 plus 280 root 3 minus 192. We will now simplify this 75. What will it give us? It will now give us 25 times 3. It still give us 75 minus 320 root. Simplifying 45 will give us what? Give us 9 times 5. Okay, all over 2 plus 240 root 15 minus 240 root 15 has cancelled each other. Okay, we now have 144 times 5 give us 720 minus 400 times 3 1002. Okay, which will now be equals to now 168 root 5 plus 280 root 3 minus 1 minus root 25 is 5. Root 25 here is 5. 5 times 192 is 960. 960 root 3 now, okay, minus root 9 here is 3. 3 times 320 is still 960. 960 root 5 all over 720 minus 1002 is now minus 480. Okay, which is now we now have this one and this is the same thing. Okay, because they have the same number in the root. We have root 5 here, we have root 5 here. We consider them the same term. Okay, now we are now going to subtract this number from this. Okay, what do we have now? 168 minus 960. We now have minus 720. We now have minus 792. Okay, root 5. Then let us subtract this one from this. Okay, 280, since they are the same thing, they have the same root. 280 minus 960. 280 minus 960. We now have minus. We now have minus 680 root 3 all over minus 480. If we divide it through by 8, if we divide everything here by 8, okay, 8 divide 792, we now have minus 99, minus 99 root 5 minus 8. The same 8 divide 680. We now have 85 root 3. Okay, the same 8 divide 480. We now have minus 60 all over minus 60. Okay, we can separate it now. We now have minus 99 root 5 over minus 60 plus minus 85 root 3 over minus 60. Okay, now continuing, dividing this one through by 3, minus cancel minus. Okay, now 3 divide 99, we now have 33 root 5 all over 3 divide 60, we now have 20 plus 5 divide this one through, minus cancel minus, 5 divide 85, 5 divide, we use 5 to divide this one through, now have 17 root 3 all over 5 divide this one. What do we have? We now have 12. Okay, remember the question say in form of a root 5 plus b root 3. So then they will not say, where a and b is rational numbers. Now our a here is equals to 33 over 20, and our b here is equals to 17 over 12. Okay,